Hello everybody, welcome to 100 Ways to Die. I'm Guard Hall, and this is going to be just a short stream. I'm running through public dungeons, collecting skill points for various tunes, and I thought it'd be a good idea to just make a short video kind of detailing the different dungeons as I go through them. Public dungeons are a great way to get skill points when you first start a new tune. You need those points to invest in your skills, obviously, so this one's called the Vile Manse, and it's located in the Reaper's March in the northwest corner. The easiest way to get there is to port to the Fort Grimwatch Way Shrine, and then it's a short jaunt over to the dungeon from there. So we'll go in. The public dungeons are relatively easy. They all have a group event that awards a skill point, and you gain guild XP for doing these as well. There's always like things to loot, lots of stuff to loot actually. So this one, it's a little tricky to get in. You have to get into the cellar, which I can't right now. You can see it's grayed out, so I need to find a key. And I'm pretty sure the key is upstairs somewhere. Just have to find the stairs. There they are. Bookshelves. It's always a good idea to read the books because you can get points into your different skills that way. And looting urns is always a good idea because sometimes you'll find recipes and whatnot that are valuable. So you can see there, I read that book and it increased one of my skill lines by 1 point. So that's handy. Let's see, there's one more bookcase right here. Alright, let's go upstairs. There's a backpack. Backpacks tend to have plans or recipes in them, so they're always a good idea to loot. Trunks, same way. A lot of times you just get junk, but every once in a while. Okay, let's see. What's this say? This book appears to be the journal of Gracchus, the imperial owner of the Manse. It rests open on the most recent entries. So he's talking about there's gold buried under the Bosmer town. He will clear the village away, and he's basically going to enslave the villagers. So this is probably not a really nice guy. So there's somebody that wants him to find the treasure. I left the tome in the cellar to remind me of my task. Okay, so this starts the quest. There's a bookshelf, another bookshelf, another bookshelf. And you can see we have a quest marker there now. I'll grab this bookshelf here. Sometimes stacks of books contain books that you can read, which I guess makes sense. Alright, well, let's see. So here's a hiding place. Okie dokie. I guess the arrow pointing to it means that it's not such a great hiding place. So you're going to come upstairs and look in the boot. See there, we got a blueprint. You can either use it or sell it, which is... Here's another book. Another bookshelf. The dresser. So you found a recipe. This game is just a looter's paradise. Alright. So let's continue on down to the cellar. I'm playing on my new necromancer. He's not really 100% geared, so DPS is not going to be anything to write home about, but it'll be sufficient for what we're doing here.
Welcome. My people and I are of the village that used to stand here before
There's normally a little quest in each one of these
He burned our homes
things.
and built a manor over the remains. I am the last villager, the last spinner, kept alive for stories of ones who worshipped ancient dark gods. In doing so, you'd have the gratitude of this spinner. With my fate goes the memory of the village.
So we'll let her set her free.
I thank you. If you are braving the cellars further, I would ask again for your help. On behalf of all my people.
Okay, how can I help?
There are 3 villagers who died before I could learn their stories. Norvir, Fardel, and Thara. Their vessels remain in this cellar, and it is my hope that their belongings do as well. If I could hold their belongings, I could hear their stories.
Alright, so basically the spinners in the lore of this game, the Bosmer have spinners, and the spinners kind of keep the lore of the tribe, as you might say. So we're gonna help her out, get in the lore of these 3. So
You are most gracious. I cannot risk the tunnels. I live for more than myself. I must trouble you to do this alone. I'll meet you above, at the docks.
alright. So there's tons of stuff to loot in here. You can see on the minimap the black skull and crossbones are bosses. There's a sky shard down here that we can get. So let's make our way over this way. And we'll try to get the first boss. These are not instanced, so you're kind of at the mercy of the players that have been before you. Sometimes you may have to wait for a boss to spawn. Yeah, so Pelona the Marksman, that's a boss. Give my... Damn it! I didn't want to use my ultimate. Well, oh well. Pardon my language. I guess I got my ultimate key a little too close. it's just crazy.
Oh, another of you come
OP.
seeking Hermaeus Mora. That is me. Perhaps you will prove greater than Brachus. He holds the Ogma Infinium, where lies the beginning of knowledge. Yours if you slay him.
Somebody must have been
Find
down
the
here. There's
descent
usually
to the caves
tons of
below.
enemies.
He is there.
Alright, so we'll head over this direction. Definitely somebody been down here. Usually it's just crawling with groups of enemy spawn here. Alright, so our werewolf wear off. Wore off. Little something to loot there. And here's another boss. So you can, there's achievements that you can get in the game, just for the completionists players. And there's one for killing all the bosses in here.
He hears voices in his head. Don't worry, they're good people.
I need aid!
Lots of loot to find and sell in here. Let's see. There's nothing really down here, but just for the sake of... I don't really have a self-heal on my bar right now. I don't think I'm gonna need it. So we're gonna go around here and get the sky shard, I guess. And usually there is just place like this is jam-packed with enemies, like big groups of enemies. Alright, there's somebody we need to get for our quest. Want to make sure not to fall down the hole yet. So eventually we're going to jump down there, just not right this second. Oh, the sky shard's down there actually. We'll come back here then. Oh, there's a chest. Might as well unlock it. Let's see. Loot the barrels. That's gonna do it for in here.
Yeah.
still in combat, which is kind of weird. Alright, let's make our way over here.
Heal me!
Uh-oh. I guess I need to put a heal on my bar. So one of my skills here is supposed to heal me.
Healer!
Gotta wait for the... Let's see, we may as well loot this stuff. We killed it, right? This skill here is supposed to heal me. It doesn't do a great job, so I have this skill on for heavy DPS. Just trying to figure out which one I want to replace. I could do graveyard, but haven't really been using rearming trap, although I should be. So we'll put our heal on in the rearming trap spot. There we go. No more dying. This boss, oh, there he is. Yeah. Alright, there's one down, and we just got an achievement. That's the thing I don't like about the Necromancer class, is that this synergy does not always work, and it's pretty critical to the class. So, at least in terms of how I intend to play it. Alright. Hitting the E key to examine the book, but that's interesting. Some kind of Daedric writing all over this bulletin board here. The details in this game are just pretty amazing. I mean, they put so much effort in it, these level builders, and you know, I doubt that. I think a lot of people don't even probably appreciate it. It sounds like somebody's fighting a boss already. didn't get the kill. So now we either gotta wait or come back. I think we'll come back. Chances are good that these ones that we just killed up here will be back by now. Alright, let's see, where do we have to go? We still have a boss over here. Go get him. Hopefully he's not dead. We've been getting pretty lucky, actually. Where's my synergy? I wish they would just fix that. It's nuts. It's such a DPS loss when your synergies don't appear, or when you hit them, they don't go off. Finally, that's bonkers. That is absolute bonkers. I'm not going to be playing this class a whole lot until they fix that stupid stuff.
I need healing!
There he is. Alright, so pretty much what's left is go get that one boss that was not up. So make our way back to him. That time it worked. So when it works, when the abilities go off, this class is pretty decent. It's just that, in my experience, they just don't. Oop, our inventory's full. Pull out the banker. Or no, actually the merchant. Let's see. Noxema
Come!
and sell some junk. That's part of a quest. We're not going to sell it. Basically, things that have 0 value, you can't deconstruct for any experience or anything. So if they have a value, you can get crafting XP for deconstructing them. So I'm going to save these rings. Getting everything, selling everything else because I'm already max level in these crafts. Keep that. Got a ton of little glyphs. That was pretty sloppy, but I was taken by surprise. Let's see. That should do. Put the merchant away. That was close. Well, they really changed that skill that I'm using to heal myself. It's kind of a stamina heal. And it used to last a lot longer. This guy's not back up yet. Although, I may have to read the book. So I think after I kill all these archers, there it comes. So that was the group event, and that got us our skill point. The main reason we came in here. Alright, now we're gonna go back to that hole and drop down it.
Heal me!
Synergy didn't appear. That guy wasn't worth using a skill for. Let's see. Alright, we need a...
Healer!
Oh, that was nice. Accidentally hit my ultimate. Did not mean to do that. No ultimate. I mean, there's a synergy. Oh, jeez.
Heal me!
That is crazy, man. No synergy. When's it gonna show up? There it is. Oh, brother. I'm gonna send this to Bethesda. Alright, so you fall down this hole. And there's gonna be some.
Down
So we want the
tunnel,
Sky Shard.
in the ruins of the Swallowed City. That is where you will find Krakus and the Ogma Infinium. Prove yourself his better and take it. He was once a promising subject, but he will never be an ageless one. Perhaps you will.
Let's see. Let's see if there's a. No, it doesn't look like there's any chest there. There's usually somebody to fight right there. Somebody's been here. He's already dead. Alright, got a Sky Shard. I guess we'll wait. Wait for this guy to spawn because I'm not going all the way around and through the maze to come back here. So the skills I'm using for this guy. Actually, let me look at the set first. I got Krogs, 2-piece, which gives me physical penetration, and there's a little proc that can do some damage. I'm using a Vicious Ophidian, which is a trial set, and also Deadly Belt or Deadly Strike, which is it's more of a PvP set, but I'm experimenting with it. It basically increases the damage of all your dots. I don't know if that 14% will go up if I make it gold. Let's see. No, it doesn't. So if I improve this to the next tier, it'll increase some things, but not the 14% 5-piece bonus. The weapon damage, the weapon critical will go up though. boss has spawned. We'll get him in just a minute. So 124, that'll go up to 149, and the 804 will go up also if I improve this deal. Our swap did not work. See how my skills were grayed out? What the hell, Zos? I thought the bar swap didn't work, but that's not what it was. It's like my global cooldown got stuck or something. Alright, so now we'll go through this underground portion. There's usually a lot of ice monsters. There's some. See, this here should be enough to heal me. But it's not reliable enough. All right, now. We'll go south. What the heck? It looks like the other guy might have come this direction. To this boss. All right, so that means I think we've pretty much killed all the bosses in here. Let's loot this rune. Might as well. There's always a chance I might get a good one. Nope.
Unbound Daedra is summoned.
No! I've waited for so long! You won't stop me!
Huh. Interesting. So we were like, once I killed him, I was kind of stuck. Couldn't use a skill, couldn't break free, couldn't do anything. That's because I DPS'd him down pretty fast, actually. That's why
And
that
so
happened.
the Infinium becomes mine again, as it always does. You performed well against Gracchus. Safely return to its home in Apocrypha. I would not risk you against its secrets. But I will not leave you empty-handed.
So he's gonna give me some gold. Ooh.
You have proven most useful, unlike many before you. You were told what you needed to hear to become effective. You should cherish the gift you've been given. It is a leaf from Apocrypha. Only delectable knowledge will you find within its pages. He sought the power to end some petty conflict of men and Mer above. But his want is irrelevant. Gracchus showed promise when he glimpsed the Infinium, and survived its cosmic ululation. But he ultimately proved mundane. These ruins under the Manse Vile are the remains of a city of Mer twice forgotten. Here, the children of Auriel trifled with knowledge that was beyond them. The dirt swallowed them. Their descendants tried to rebuild, but then came Gracchus.
Sure. Alright, so that's pretty much that. Now sometimes there's a treasure chest down on that ledge. Of course, it can be tricky getting to it. Most of the time I die. I fall off. That's pretty much it for the dungeon. We just have to go back outside and talk to the quest giver. Which we'll do that, and then I'll end the stream. And I'll start up another one when I do my next public dungeon. So you gotta take the big plunge. Brave the crocodile-infested waters. And turn in the
Those are the
quest
items
right
I
here.
seek. Give them to me, and I will learn their place in the story of my people. You've done my people a great service, friend. You may stay and learn the stories of these people with me if you desire.
Alright, so that does it. If you notice now, we get the completion for the Vile Manse, and that's it. We've killed all the bosses. We've got the skill point. And that's it for the Vile Manse. I'm Guard Hull. This is 100 Ways to Die. Thanks for watching.